making sandwiches out of something other than keto bread, and let me tell you, some were amazing, some actually shocked me, and others were just simply downright ridiculous. Ugh. If you like to scroll social media, you've probably come across some really cool looking keto hacks. And I've seen a lot of creative ways to make keto sandwiches other than using bread or chaffles. So I figured I'd try some of these popular ones so I can give my honest review. Now let's get to tasting so I can show you which ones you should make. First, I think it's important that we all know the proper way to make a lettuce wrap sandwich. There's nothing worse than biting into a lettuce wrap sandwich and it just falls apart. So I'm going to attempt to make an unwich the Jimmy John's style. You want to start with one corner and tuck it over the sandwich. Tuck it tightly, because we're going to roll this super tight, and then start rolling and tucking at the same time. Let's see how this holds up. I think the key too is to leave the parchment paper on. That's what Jimmy John's does. It's so good. And now we spread on some cream cheese. Except it doesn't want to spread because it has so much moisture on it, so make sure you pat it dry first with a paper towel and then spread on your cream cheese. Then sprinkle a little bit of Italian seasoning, and I'm going to add pepperoni and pepperoncinis. And then we roll it from the bottom. And this does not want to roll very well, so I looked up on the video again and saw that she had made a clean cut on the very edge of her cucumber slices to get rid of that green hard part, and then it was easier to roll, kind of.
Okay, so here, I mean, it looks delicious, it looks great. Great use of different colors and ingredients all together. Maybe for rolling it, a sushi rolling technique would help.
And it looks like I'm gonna have to do that too. And I gotta tell you, any sandwich that I have to... Another popular one on the internet right now is the bell pepper sandwich. And I've actually already tried this. You guys have seen my shorts video. I do short little videos on YouTube. You can watch me make one of those. But I already know this one is fantastic. And it actually really shocked me because I thought it was gonna be a pain in the butt to eat because I just thought it was gonna fall apart and be a mess. I also didn't think it was gonna taste very good because I don't really care for raw bell pepper. But I was so surprised. I actually have made several since then, and it's kind of like a go-to lunch for me right now. But look at these layers of cream cheese, cold cuts, cheese, tomato, bacon, sprouts. You could really fill this with anything. And you can hold on to it. It doesn't get my hands all slimy or greasy, and it packs up very well, and it's easy to eat too.
It's definitely easier to hold it.
See, I can bite into it and the sandwich still stays intact. I love the crisp from the bell pepper when you bite into it. If you're someone that's a texture person and loves crunchy things, you'll love this recipe. And you don't have to use green bell pepper, you can use any color. I like green bell pepper just because it's less sugar and less carbs in it. Since bell pepper worked, let's try an avocado. I've seen this floating around the internet a couple of times, and I just know it's gonna be a disaster. I mean, avocados, you can't really hold on to them unless you keep the peel on, but then you end up eating the peel. But let's see where this takes us. After you slice your avocado in half, and of course it's gonna fall over. Like, this thing is not balanced, and it is so slippery. It's so frustrating. What a mess. It's like so much avocado too. Quite a lot of avocado for one bite. So this avocado sandwich, don't recommend. If anything, I would just eat all of the fixings with a fork.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working unless you have like something to wrap everything, basically the whole sandwich inside of it. Maybe another lettuce wrap on top of the avocado, but at that point you're just like trying too hard to make it work. So doesn't seem to be a good option.
I must say that after trying all of these keto sandwiches, it makes me really appreciate my keto 90-second bread and Wonder Bread chaffle recipe, because those, at least I can hold on to them, they don't make a mess, and I can easily pack them in my lunch.